What's up everyone, Blue Zerker here, and I am sharing my magnum opus, one of the best decks I've created. Man, it is so fun and powerful. We have got Meowscarada, Staraptor. Now, when you're looking, you might think, what's going on here? There's some weird ratios, and oh my goodness, does this deck play so phenomenally. We have Sprigatito and Meowscarada. We're playing 1-1. Sprigatito, such a powerful Pokemon that can search for a grass type Pokemon, but you don't get to pick. It's random, but now it's not random. It's guaranteed. We're getting Meowscarada every single time, and I think this is a combination that can work in so many variations of decks when you are utilizing the fact that as long as your deck can use grass energy, you can guarantee Meowscarada if you're playing colorless. The best colorless Pokemon that we have to pair this with, though, is that Staraptor. This Pokemon hits so hard, so quick, so fast. Having Starly, Staravia, Staraptor is going to be such a powerful combo with Berry. Rare Candy has really changed the game and made some of these strategies so much more viable, but what this deck can do is greater than any fossil deck running around. You're looking for your fossil, you can't find it. Well, guess what? We get to guarantee our fossil start. We have Starly, who also gets rid of Pokemon tools. If we're going second, we can get Sprigatito into basic Call for Family, then we add Meowscarada to hand, add an energy, and we're attacking for 130. One-shotting Darkrai's that are just sitting there on the bench. It's so good. The combo of Starly plus Berry plus Staraptor means turn 3, we are hitting for 130 damage. Turn 4, we've hit for 150, and we've plucked the item from the opponent. It's such a good combination. We have Staravia, so sometimes we even just hit on curve and it's fine. We can do that 1-1-3 with a Berry in hand, attack with Starly, attack with Staravia, attack with Staraptor. Doesn't mind going first, doesn't mind going second. This deck is so good. We are playing double Pokeball and double Research for consistency. Of course, we have double Cape. We are so beefy with these capes. It is such a solid Pokemon tool. We're not going to play Leaf Cape because we've only got the one Meowscarada, and it'd feel really bad not being able to Leaf Cake the Staraptor. But we have Berry, of course. This is what makes the deck tick, being able to attack so quickly, so fast with Berry, and so consistently. It feels so good. We've got Lily to keep us healthy. Staraptor does hit himself with that Brave Bird, reckless damage, and we can heal that up if we are tanking any hits as our Starly. While we're getting to Staraptor, we can tank it up, and Meowscarada also super beefy with it. Double Rare Candy, of course. That is what makes this deck tick. And then we have the Communicator. This is so good for finding the Staraptor if you need to Rare Candy into it. It's so good for finding Staravia if you don't have Rare Candy and you need to do the natural progression. And it is so good for putting Meowscarada back in the deck and then researching it with Sprigatito. We don't have to go breakneck speed every time. We can still get wins by just getting set up, but when we do go breakneck speed, we steal games instantly. Let me show you. Let's get right into those battles. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Don't forget to comment which Pokemon from the newest set you want to see a deck built around, and subscribe. We're getting close to 100 subscribers, and it'd be really great if you help us reach that goal. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Blue, and I'll smell you later. All right, everybody, and we are getting into the first game, and this game is going to showcase the power and speed of this deck. We're going to lead with Starly. We draw, we see the Berry, we've got Pokeball, we've got Staraptor, we've got Rare Candy. We have everything we need to steal the game the next turn. We're going to see what the opponent ends up doing. We've got all of our combo pieces. They're just going to attack us, and just like that, we are going to win the game. We have Rare Candy. We're going to evolve into that Staraptor. We're going to throw an energy here, and then we use Berry. It reduces that cost for the attack by 2 energy, and just like that, we've immediately won our first game. This is a quick deck. But what happens if we don't lead that easily, if it's not that quick, that easy? Now, we do have Rare Candy, we do have Berry, and we do have Professor's Research. We could just steal the game in the exact same way, but that is not always the case, unfortunately. We are playing against a Giratina deck, most likely Giratina Darkrai. Man, this deck still exists. It didn't really leave. There are answers, but we do draw Pokeball. We're going to go ahead and thin our deck with that. We see the Sprigatito. So we're going to research. If we get Staraptor, we can just steal the game. No Staraptor. Looks like we're actually going to have to play some Pokemon today. We're going to Pokeball out that Starly, put ours in, and now we can just get an attack off. We're going to deal 20, and that perfectly sets us up. If we draw Staraptor now, we will immediately knock out this Giratina, and that's pretty freaking strong. They use the Rocky Helmet, which also, if we don't get Staraptor, we can just pluck it off with our Starly. So we already are in an incredibly winning position. If they don't play a basic here and we see Staraptor, we win the game. They're going to Bellow. We're going to draw. We see Communicator. We see Research. Oh my goodness, no Staraptor here. Nothing to communicate, unfortunately. I could have potentially kept that Starly in hand as an option, but was really hoping we would see this Staraptor. What we can do here, though, is set ourselves up for next turn. We have Sprigatito, we have the rare candies. We're going to cry for help, pull Meowscarada out of our deck, and now they are going to lose the next turn, and they probably know it, too. We have a full grip. They're going to send Darkrai out, put that Dark Energy, that Nightmare Aura, dealing 20 damage, and now we see the Oricorio. But guess what? Oricorio does not stop this deck. I don't have to worry about Oricorio at all. I mean, it's an electric type for Staraptor, but we're knocking it out 10 times out of 10 times, and I don't have to be scared of it. We have rare candy for the Staraptor, and we have rare candy for Meowscarada. In this matchup, though, we just go straight into Meowscarada. We can attack for 130 on EX Pokemon. They are going to, then we're going to get our Staraptor in the back line too. We can start getting it ready to go. Next turn, we can attack with it as well. We are, this is turn 4, and we are already pushing speed. They are going to hit us with that Rocky Helmet, but that's not going to change the math. They haven't put enough on their Darkrai. They could attack us, but it's going to knock them out. If they don't get knocked out because of a potion, we could Starly or do something there. We see Team Rocket Grunts, but it doesn't do anything. They would have to get double heads in order to win there, and that's a 1 in 4. We were never even worried. The Nightmare Aura coming down from the Darkrai. We're down to 80 HP, so next turn we will get knocked out by the Darkrai. They see we have another Giratina coming out, and now they can try and shuffle around. They can try to knock us out. They don't have a ton of good looking options for sure. They could potentially steal it. They could have, just enough health between everything, and if they draw some good healing, but they're going to Chaotic Impact to trade out that Meowscarada, knowing that it's a problem, and we have to rely on Berry to do it, really taking their time because they didn't have a lot of options. That Darkrai EX is coming in, though, and we have Staraptor ready to go. We're going to throw the energy on it here. We're going to communicate so we can get the Staravia set up. Staravia is the only thing left in our deck. This is another reason why we played the 1-in-1 of the Meowscarada. And Berry will get to attacking. Staraptor will attack for 130 damage. We have the other Berry in hand as well. So next turn, we can attack again, and then we'll just naturally have gotten the energy on curve for Staraptor. We do see the Mars come out. This can be pretty annoying. We have the Cape. We won't get knocked out by the Darkrai, and if they attack us, we have Staravia in the back. Staravia's 30 HP damage is actually deceptively okay when you're coming back swinging after you've already gotten a Staraptor hit, and we'll even keep it here just in case. That way we don't have to worry about anything from there. They do switch out into that Giratina. They are just trying to use the fact that they have big health pools in order to do something. There may be an argument for red in this deck over Lily, but as of right now, I find the Lily helps in a larger spread of matchups. But as the meta becomes more understood, some of those breakpoints could become more clear, and we would easily switch something out like Lily for red. The problem is you can't red and Berry in the same turn, right? And so that does hurt the math a little bit. But Darkrai is coming in, and we see a Poison Barb. So they do have the potential to be like annoying, right? They can get the Giratina set up, but I think we're just already a little too fast for them. We can attack here. We will get poisoned, but they need a whole another turn. They'd have to draw Dawn. They don't have a bunch of great options. We're going to Cape just because we don't have Iono. There's no reason to hold it in our hand. It is going to help if we do get switched in. If we get potentially knocked out by Darkrai, we're not going to get one shot, and they're going to go ahead and concede because they didn't draw any healing. All right, we are going to be going second here, and we have the Sprigatito. This is a great opportunity to showcase the power of Meowscarada. We see Froakie. They're playing some kind of rare candy Greninja deck. Greninja, another one of those Pokemon that just does some incredible stuff with rare candy. They're going to pass to us. We draw a Pokeball. We can go ahead and use it to pull our Starly out of the deck. We're researching here. It's annoying if we draw Meowscarada, which we do, but it is not the biggest deal in the world. We can just pass. I guess there could be a reason to attack, but I don't want to show them I don't have anything left in my deck. It gives them like hand knowledge. Right now it's not like super relevant that they would even know that it's just our only option. It just looks like a misplay to them. They are going to rare candy up into that Greninja. They are going to Iono, which helps us out a little bit, and we see Articuno EX come down. This isn't like the most meta thing in the world, but It is really quick. I mean, they're already putting a lot of pressure down. We do draw the Meowscarada, thankfully, and we even have Staravia and Staraptor in hand. So we're going to Rare Candy, go into that Meowscarada, that 120 HP, just sitting so big. We're going to knock the Greninja to half HP, and it is not going to be able to take us out by the time we take it out, unless they, have some healing going. They're going to research, though, draw their 2 cards. We see the other Froakie. They've got the Articuno. They are going to attack here with the Water Shuriken. Greninja, just a quick and powerful Pokemon. I enjoy this card a lot, especially with the new Rare Candy, but it's not going to be enough. We have Staraptor, we have Berry, we are ready to go. We're going to Fighting Claws, take that Greninja out. If they send in the Froakie, we have an answer for Frogadier. They could Rare Candy Greninja, and at that point, they are still down in energy. They need Misty also. They do have the Rare Candy. They do have the Greninja. They can Water Shuriken us, but if they don't have Misty to double heads to knock us out, I think they might be just a little bit too far behind. They're going to go ahead and get the Articuno set up in the back here, though, knowing that we can 2-shot the Greninja by the time they get the energy on it if they're not running Potion or Irida, and they can still attack us with the Water Shuriken, so they can pressure us that way. They're going to select Meowscarada, of course, bring us down to 20. We see the Rare Candy. We don't need this card anymore. I can't wait for Shearing to be a thing, but we're going to switch out and just one-shot this Greninja with the Berry. This is going to just allow us to keep the pressure up, keep our Meowscarada alive. Before, we had to worry about it potentially switching out and everything else, and now we're just going to take care of it. It's gone. They have the Articuno left, but without a Misty, they are not going to be able to do anything, and even if they got a Misty, we have too much damage ready to go to knock them out. They're going to research, they're going to attack with Ice Wing, but we just hit so hard, so quick, so fast. We had that Berry last turn to attack with the 2 energy. We're going to Pokeball out our Starly. It's not going to matter, though. Brave Bird here. Now they really don't have anything they can do. They're going to sit there and cry. They couldn't even Irida Potion here. It wouldn't do it. And they send out that second Articuno, and they're going to go ahead and concede, knowing there's nothing they can do. Alright, and here we are in this next game. We are going second. Again, an opportunity for, something like Sprigatito to show off, but we don't see it here. That's okay. We do see the Berry and Staraptor in hand, so all we need to do is draw Rare Candy. And guess what? We even have Research, so we can hopefully dig for it. They're going to lead with Darkrai. We draw Pokeball. This is cool. We're going to thin our deck out. There's the Starly. Would have been nice to see the Sprigatito here, knowing we're playing against a Dark deck, but we are going to draw Staravia and Staraptor. This is part of what I like about the middle stage, especially one-hitting middle stages, is that when you do draw into them, it doesn't feel as bad because you can naturally progress the curve yourself instead of having to have Rare Candy, and then you can utilize Rare Candy for something else. We do have to use Rare Candy for Sprigatito on this deck. If we plan on employing it, that is one of the, quote, weaknesses, but it's not even that much of a weakness. They're going to hit us, deal 20 damage with that Nightmare Aura. We draw the Sprigatito, though, and it having 1 energy is also very powerful. We don't even need the X speed. Our deck moves so fast. We see Sprigatito come out. We have Staravia on the bench, and now we're going to cry for help. This guarantees Meowscarada, and next turn with the Rare Candy, we can just win. We don't have it in hand at the moment, but we can also still pressure them with Staraptor and Berry. We have a lot of options. There is some versatility to this deck that isn't just hit hard, hit fast, or lose the game. Kind of like Sneasel or Darkrai tends to be. Those decks have to hit hard, fast, or they're just going to get outpaced by everything else. We have some longevity. We do draw the Rare Candy, though. So happy to see it. Sprigatito evolves into that Meowscarada. We're going to attack for 130 damage, plus weakness, so bye-bye Darkrai. And just like that, we have knocked it out. That's one of the nice things about this deck, too, is you're thinning the deck out between Pokeballs and the Search, and you can just get Rare Candy more consistently, and that was it. Good job. And in this one, we are going to be going second. We are playing against a Water deck. I hope I don't get Mistied out. That would be pretty unfortunate, right? But we are going to see the Manaphy lead. We are leading with our Starly. We've got Staravia in hand. We see Rare Candy. We see Pokeball. We see Research. We have a pretty good likelihood to get off to the races. We draw. There's Sprigatito. We're going to Pokeball for our last Starly in deck. Then we're going to Research. Can we see the Staraptor? We could be pressuring so quick. We see Berry. We see Cape. We have Sprigatito. So now, this is one of those things where if you led with Sprigatito, it'd be slightly better, but having the second Sprigatito in deck to make that more likely is actually less consistent, because the second that you get your Sprigatito from your Sprigatito, you're crying. They have Sabrina. They are going to pull us out. But guess what? We were going to do that anyway. I think they were just worried about the Staravia increase, which is still an option to us. We draw the Research. So we're going to draw another 2 cards. We see the Berry. We see the Lily. This is the problem with, rare candy decks, is if you don't see the full combo, you get a little messed up. But luckily for us, we do have some alternative Sprigatito going to search Meowscarada. And now the pressure is already on. The opponent is, setting up that Palkia, but we can start Meowscarada-ing next turn, and if they can't do like a crazy Misty Flip to one-shot us, then what are they going to do? They have the Oceanics Gift. They are going to get the Palkia and the Palkia set up. We draw, and there's the rare candy. We rare candy, we throw Meowscarada down, and that Manaphy is going to be knocked out. The only option they really have here, if they're thinking that far ahead, is to send in the other Palkia and damage us. We have the Cape, so we're going to live a Palkia hit, even if it does come in and uses that Dimensional Storm. So now they need to soften us up with the Origin Form Palkia so that they can actually take us out with the big Palkia EX. They are going to send another one out. They're going to Misty. Hopefully they get a heads, and they get it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, there's 4 heads. There's a free Dimensional Storm use from Palkia, and so we're probably just out of this game. I mean, it hits so hard, it gets to hit twice. It's going to go ahead and come in and seal its fate by coming in. We're going to live with 10 HP. We have the Pokeball. This doesn't do anything right now. We don't have another basic in the deck. There's nothing left. I want to figure out exactly my plan, and man, oh man, is this deck fun. We're going to Lily. This is going to give us an option to be Origin Form Palkia. We are going to Fighting Claws. It's down to 20. It could attack, but we'll knock it out with the Staravia. They have to switch in the Origin Form Palkia and get a heads in order to even be left in the game. They're going to Dawn, which is annoying because they are going to get it, and Tails. Thank goodness we got a little bit going for us, but it doesn't even super matter because we have the Staraptor. Had they knocked us out, we could have sent Staravia in, attacked, and been good from there. I'm trying to figure out exactly my strategy. I'm going to rare candy though, since we've already got the Staravia set up. We're going to switch out, we're going to bury, and we're going to knock that Palkia out for 130 damage. There's nothing for our opponent left to do. They can send Palkia in an attack, but we knock it out with Staravia. If they don't knock out the Meowscarada, we are in a good position there too. They would really just have to like Misty go crazy. They don't get it. They concede. This deck is so fun.